Now I know the show ended like what, almost a month ago at this point, but I did take time out of my day to binge it, so I do want to review it. I watched I saw the first 2 episodes came out, and I watched like half of the first episode, and I was thinking to myself, I don't think I can fucking do this. So I waited till the whole thing came out, and I binged it. And man, the best thing that I can say about the show, and it's probably what everyone else has already said, the fight scenes fucking hit. They got that down. The fight scenes, how the show looks, everything practical, they got it down. But the story. Now, I don't know any of the lore, and I don't think most people know any of the fucking lore with Star Wars anymore. Like, no one really knows. No one really gives a fuck. I'm gonna be straight up about, like, I saw people were like, they were talking about Zeb's gonna be in the Mandalorian and Grogu show, and a lot of people were getting upset because he was getting called a glup shitto, which is like basically a character that all the Star Wars fans know, but most people don't. And like they were getting very upset because like, what do you mean? Like, bro, no one knows who the fuck that is. No one watched that animated shit like y'all were watching that shit. No one's reading the comments the way y'all are reading the comments. We're just trying to watch these shows and hope they're good. And they're not fucking good. I don't care what lore they fucked up. I'm watching the show about two sisters that are twins that got separated. And all I can think is this is some poorly written bullshit. That's all I'm thinking. This is some poorly written bullshit. All the lines sound flat. The fight scenes are good, but all the lines sound flat. That's all I'm thinking about. That's all anyone else is thinking about. They're not thinking about what fucking comic book getting fucked up. No one cares. Straight up. No one cares. No one, like, a good movie is a good movie. A good TV show is a good TV show. Andor is good because it's a good show. Mandalorian season 1 and 2 were good because they were good. And not any of that lore, any of those comic books they've written after those movies came out, no one cares. No one cares. No one cares. Straight up. It's not going to make, whether they follow that bullshit, it's not going to make any show good or bad. It's not going to make it any better or any worse. As long as what they're writing is fucking good, it's going to be good. It doesn't matter if they're following whatever little comic book they made after the movies came out, because straight up, no one cares. And that's not how they're going to fix Star Wars. They're going to fix Star Wars by making good movies and good TV shows, and this is not a good fucking TV show. They need to hire people that actually know how to write something. That actually know how to write something like it's made for adults. Like it's made for intelligent people. Because some of the shit these people were doing in this show, they were changing their fucking... They were just changing, like... It was just making decisions on a fucking dime, man. One moment, the girl wants to turn herself in. The next moment, oh, well, my sister's alive now, so I'm going to go be with her. Even though she's been killing Jedi left and right. What are you talking about? Like, take the Star Wars bullshit out of that. Imagine if someone had a job that go kill 2 and 3 cops. And then they say, oh, well, my sister, she's on the force, so I'm going to go turn myself in with them. What the fuck are you talking about? You're going to go turn yourself in with them. And then she goes to turn herself in with them, and she says, you know, I don't know if I want to do that anymore. Like, what are you talking about? It's just, man, some of the decisions they would make just didn't make any sense. They changed on a dime. All the time they would just change on a dime. And then the main dude was like her friend, and like after like you're 4 to 5 episodes in, and they're not introducing a whole lot of new characters. They've been in the same 1 to 3 places. You could really tell like it was gonna be him. Like once they were on that planet and it was just them, and you started to realize that this has like been the same set of characters this whole show. I think it became very obvious it was gonna be him. He was gonna be like the big bad. The dude who played Soul, the character Soul, I didn't really vibe with any of it. I didn't vibe with any of it. Amanda Sandberg, I hope I'm saying that right, is Osha May. I feel like I've never really been crazy about her as an actress, so maybe that's why like a lot of my enjoyment of the show was just not there, because I don't really care for her as an actress. So maybe if they casted someone like, I know like maybe they casted someone like, I don't know, trying to think, like there's like a ton of different young actors that they could have cast that I probably would have been, that if they were in this, I probably would have liked it a lot better. But like her in this and the things they had her saying and the things they had her doing, I just didn't vibe with it. And overall, I just didn't vibe with the Acolyte. And like I said, like they need to hire people that know what the fuck they're doing. They need to hire people that can write some shit. The people they had working at, like, taking care of the fight scenes, taking care of how the show looked, that was good. But like take Star Wars out of this. If this was not Star Wars, if you sat down and read this shit, would you think this is a well-written show? Do you think the characters are compelling? Do you think they were making smart decisions that push the plot towards something that you can sit down and be like, man, this is really good. I was really surprised when they did this, and this. That made sense. That made sense. Like, if you sat down, take Star Wars out of it. Take the lightsabers out of it. Can you sit down and say all those things about this show? And you can't. So the Acolyte, I'm going to give it a 4 out of 10. Like I said, fight scenes were really good. The way the show looked was really good. The score was really good, but everything else was... So yeah, 4 out of 10. Peace.